All right, everybody, here we are. We are live. This is the Sweet Spot. I am Jason. You all know the Godfather. And we're here in the Pro Shop at the main course, the Joe's Player course, I guess we'll call it. And, I mean, we could talk about what a great day it is out there for golf. But
someone thinks it's a great day out there for golf.
Somebody does. There's one person out there. But we always start where we always do, which is kind of say thanks to everybody who watched last week, and thanks for sharing the video on Facebook there. And we got a winner of 1 hour, 1 free hour in the simulator. Winner is Robin Dickinson. So congratulations, Robin.
Oh, Robin, that's great.
Mm-hmm. One of our top players. She plays a lot of golf.
I wish I could play as much
three. I think she plays all three league options. So congratulations, Robin, and hopefully we'll see you out at the simulator.
Maybe she'll do the indoor simulator this winter.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Why not? So congratulations, and again, to anybody watching, make sure you share this video, make the post public so that we can see it, and then you'll be entered to win another free hour in the simulator. We're going to just keep giving away these hours in the simulator, trying to get people down there, see what it's about.
Well, this is the time of year. We're starting to run on a good days here. Yesterday, amazing day actually to play golf. It was gorgeous. 63 or something.
We're mobbed up here.
November's got about 10 to 15 days where you can get out there, you put a long sleeve on, it's going to be good. You were mobbed here down at Apple.
Yep.
We don't need carts anymore down at Apple, but it was still a lot of people walking the course, a lot of range. Well,
So it's about October 20th. You get this is gonna be the last option we have to get out there and play.
Yes.
And then it's like, okay, you wait 3 or 4 days, and then the same golfer comes out. Oh, gonna be the last day.
This is it.
So I just tell him, no, I just don't even give him any hope. I just go, no, there's gonna be more.
Mm-hmm. Everybody gets a little braver. Yeah. It's like, okay, 55. I'm not playing under 55. Then it's like 52. We'll play 52. And then it's 49. Okay, I'll play 49. But it can't be too windy.
Right.
And it's, what is it right now? 30.
It's 30 degrees, and now
leaves are going sideways.
30-mile-an-hour winds out there. In the last 10 minutes, the winds picked up.
Yeah, and that's
should be a nice commute home.
I don't even want to go to my car. Never mind play golf right now. But indoor simulators got some action down there.
That's good.
People hitting balls down.
That's good. Yep.
I thought of something that we did yesterday in the nice good weather.
What's that?
We went out there and picked the right side of the range at Apple. You know what? We should ask for volunteers.
That's a good idea.
You know what? Maybe we'll do that because that is a lot of fun.
Like adopt a highway program, only like adopt a section of the range.
So if you
the golf balls.
If you've ever hit balls at the Apple 9, you'll know that the right side of the range is a slicer's paradise, and
Nobody
the balls
hits it right, do they?
not anymore because I shut the right side of the range down actually, but on purpose. It was a good idea. So on the right side of the range is all that hay that goes into that tiny little stream. I think it's called the Lyman Orchard Brook or something.
We didn't actually go in there. Just remember that we just
we didn't go in the brook.
Around it.
Oh, I didn't go in the
Not
brook.
the area, or we kept a safe distance.
One pace in, just one pace, 1 yard pace in, and we took like these plastic rakes that you'd see over in a bunker.
Bunker rake, yeah.
And just raked out golf balls. We raked out just yesterday alone, a 3-hour stretch. There were 4 of us out there. We raked out 5 garbage cans full. And I don't mean like office garbage cans. I mean that stuff you bring your trash out to the street garbage cans.
So how busy is that range? How many can you go? Is that like, if you open up the range on a busy day, is that like, 2 weeks worth of range balls?
How many balls right now?
Yeah, in 5 garbage cans. Is that like a day?
If we were
like
very,
2 days,
very
right?
big, if this was the middle of June, and you gave me that inventory, that is a day.
1 day.
Because of instructional programming.
Our range customers hit 5 garbage cans of golf balls a day. That's a lot of golf balls.
No, I'm talking about with the machine too. I think they hit about 15,000 balls a day. Right now we have about 17.5 in inventory, which is a lot of golf balls, a lot more than the average place. But we'll go out there, we'll pick up about another 2,500 up next week when it's above 50 degrees again for these guys.
I didn't tell our crew about that yet. They'll like that text message that comes out.
Marissa, schedule everybody next week.
Yeah, next week. Go pick some range balls. But no, it's good. And it's one of those things that people don't think about. Where do all those golf balls go? I mean, on our range up here, you're hitting from such a high elevation. Anytime it's even a little bit wet down there, the ball's plugged. I bet if you went a foot down underneath that range, you'd find just a solid layer of golf balls around that whole entire range.
Oh, I didn't think
because they just plug.
Yeah.
The only way to get them out is going on unplug them all. Whew.
Pop them out.
It's a nightmare.
With that
You bought
dandelion
those little,
tool.
yeah, you bought that thing.
Pete
That's pretty
Montana, the guy is
Yeah.
retired, and he
He's
is
good.
totally.
It's good.
I have totally given him the credit
Yeah.
on that. These
Yeah.
36 inch, looks like a driver, but on the end of the driver is not a golf club.
Yeah, it's like a little,
Dandelion.
Yeah.
It's a dandelion popper.
pretty good.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, so
Pretty
we got that going on. That was a lot of work yesterday, and a little sore from that, but
Well, it's good for you to get out there and get the hands dirty every once in a while.
yeah, I got it all. It was underneath my nails, but
Yeah, well, yeah. What are you gonna do?
I cleaned them out last night watching that football game.
Oh, that's where you're gonna go, huh?
Well, I just started getting it somehow.
Gosh.
Oh, no more undefeated teams.
Well,
Thanks
that's
to your
that's
kicker.
okay. It just takes some pressure off. You know, I'm not too worried about it. I thought they played very well. I thought Jimmy G tried like heck and succeeded at losing that game for them. I mean, just get rid of the football for crying out loud. But you know, and I'll just never understand. I mean, I don't know how this many people. I don't see how the NFL ratings can be so high when the games are on at midnight.
Gambling.
I don't get it, man. Holy.
People love action.
I just can't do it. You could be here at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was a good game though.
Oh,
I mean, that was
so-
Monday Night Football's had a lot of clunkers. We had the Miami-Pittsburgh
They
game a
put
couple
good
weeks
teams.
ago.
I mean, you tell me right now, better rivalry in the NFL than Niners Seahawks. You tell me. There is not one.
Well, that would mean both teams would have to win. So I'd say that New England and Baltimore is pretty good.
Oh, come on. That's not a rivalry.
Baltimore and Pittsburgh's a rivalry.
But
New England doesn't really have any rivals. That's a good point. New England
Baltimore-Pittsburgh
doesn't have any
is the
rivals.
only one that's decent. Yeah, because they're either garbage or, you know, they've been good for a few years.
Yeah.
They were garbage for the first 100 years in the NFL.
Who?
It was.
Patriots?
The Patriots.
I don't know, but they went to the Super Bowl in '86. They won the Super Bowl in '97.
They've been good since 97. Yeah.
'97 was a pivotal point.
Garbage before that.
And they've been every Super Bowl since. So that's pretty good.
So, well, I do think that I'm feeling very confident in the 49ers.
You should. They're good.
I thought that when their middle linebacker went out against the Cardinals, they suffered. You know, they gave up a lot of points and yards to the Cardinals in the second half of that game last week.
Yeah.
And they really got it to their defense played great. And the offense just kept putting them in terrible positions. They had the strip fumble they gave up. Then he threw a pick and they had it on like the 10-yard line and scored a touchdown. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got another turnover, scored another touchdown on that. But I mean, they played good. I really wish they would have played for the tie. They had a minute and 47 seconds left. Run the ball 3 times. Seattle doesn't have any timeouts. I know you gotta go win the game, prove that you're men, right?
Yes.
If you tie the game, you're still 2 games up in the division.
Yeah. That's a good point. You don't want to.
That's
lose
worst
again.
case scenario.
It's
Stay
just-
where you're at.
It's maybe an empty feeling, but better feeling than losing. Yeah. When you were telling that story, it reminded me of these guys that come in off the golf course and tell you about every shot they hit. I don't know. I'm sure there's a couple golf pros watching this. You know, you're in your pro shop, you're behind the counter,
Listen.
hang the phone up.
Listen.
You got a guy telling you from 1 to 18 every shot he hit.
Listen.
We've all done it. I've done it too.
I was a little bit into the game. Let's say.
Yes.
A little bit, and you know, it helps to have a 6-week-old baby at home too. She's up anyway, crying or whatever. I can, walking her around. My wife can go get some sleep.
I figured you were gonna break out a telestrator or something.
I've learned I could put out some of that stuff. Yeah, talk about some of the underneath routes he missed, whatever. I've learned how to cheer very quietly.
Yes. Yes.
You know, this is when you got small children, you gotta just really, you gotta learn how to, change your lifestyle a little bit,
Pat's Super Bowl. Nicholas was just turned 1 year old.
Against the Seahawks.
Yes, it
Was it
was.
that one?
It was definitely against the
Yeah.
Seahawks. I
Did I tell
had
you
to
that
run
story?
outside into the middle of the yard and start screaming. But I wasn't the only one screaming. There's other people screaming out there.
I was supposed to be at that game.
Really?
Did I tell you this story?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Did
you
I say this on the Sweet
No,
Spot?
but that's a pretty good story. You're supposed to go to the Super Bowl.
My sister's a big Pats fan. Don't ask me how something. I don't know. There's clearly one sibling is better than the other here, and we know
Happens
who
in
that
that
is.
family too.
So she's a big Pats fan. She lives in Phoenix. The Super Bowl was in Phoenix. She called me the night before the AFC Championship game and said, I'm thinking about doing something crazy, but only if you're in. And so she said, I'm going to buy some Super Bowl tickets. And I said, I can't afford that. So she goes, you buy your plane ticket, I'll buy your Super Bowl ticket. I go, okay, twist my arm. Well, it was Super Bowl pricing. What they do, the prices go up right after the AFC NFC Championship game, and then they go down, up into a certain point, and then they spike back up close to game time again. So all the online brokers buy their tickets as the prices go down. Well, because Seattle Seahawks fans are so freaking insane, don't even get me started on that.
Yeah.
For this Super Bowl, the ticket price, it was like the highest priced Super Bowl tickets in history. The ticket prices never dropped.
The game was in Arizona?
It was in Arizona.
Arizona, yeah.
And so my sister got a call on the Friday before the Super Bowl and said, we don't have your tickets. We can't get tickets. And so you've got two choices. You can show up and maybe we'll get you tickets, or we'll give you double your money back, because they felt so bad. And they had enough tickets that they were going to make so much money that they could, it's going to be a wash, bad. So she said, what are we going to do? I said, you're going to go make some cash, and you're going to go cash in. So we ended up going to sports bar, watching the game there. It was still fun, but I didn't get to go to the game.
That was the year after
Could you imagine?
Seahawks were in the Super Bowl against Denver in New York City.
Yes.
We happened to be in New York City the day before at the NFL Fan Fest with my brother and his two children and my wife.
What a fun thing that is.
It was fun. And except when my nephew lost a shoe in the middle of downtown New York City.
That's a problem.
But I would say at least 4 to 5 fans were Seattle fans. And you could see everybody's wearing their Russell Wilson jersey, Richard Sherman jersey, or Peyton Manning jersey.
Nobody had
Nobody
had a Steve Largent jersey, because nobody was a Seahawks fan until 3 years before that.
There was.
I can't even. Oh, I can't. Don't even get me started.
Not Roger. Dave Craig. Was Dave Craig? Was he the quarterback out there?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
That was a long time ago.
Steve Largent's the only one I know.
My wife volunteered to come pick balls.
Oh, good.
She says I gotta watch the kids.
Oh. That's probably a good trade.
Seems pretty reasonable to me.
It's probably a good trade for both of you. She's probably tired of it.
Well, one day she showed up on Sunday afternoon. And she goes, "What are those boys doing out there?" I'm like, "Oh, they're popping balls with that dandelion tool." She goes, "Let's go out there. Nick would probably like it." So we walk out there, and Nick didn't care. He just wanted to run around the range. It was fine. Nobody's hitting balls.
Burn some energy, yeah.
I go out there, and I'm like, "This is how you do it." It's actually very rewarding.
It is very cathartic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you get this,
Yes.
Yeah.
Pop. They're all being popped up. Yeah.
And then once you start, you can't stop, because you can always see another one that's plugged.
Right there.
So you can't just walk away, leaving those 3 balls that you see. So you go plug those, and then there's 3 more that you find, and then it just goes on.
It's mentally addicting.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So maybe we'll do that. I'll find
I like that.
Maybe
That's
I'll
good.
maybe I'll put a member of our staff in charge of my 2 children.
We can do that. I'll bring. Well, let's get Ellie involved too. She'll come down.
Why
She'll
not?
pick some balls. She already picked.
Or
the
they can go
range.
play in the puddles and we're still playing.
I don't care.
No, we're
I've never hurt anyone.
No, it's good for them.
Yeah.
It's good for them.
Yeah.
So we'll take my wife up on that offer. That's good. Figure out which
So
day is big party tomorrow.
we had a lot of feedback.
Oh, we did have some
from
feedback.
our last show. We were talking about staff members here, doing some dating. The people like that. We were kind of just hashing this out.
Well, people like awkwardness.
We were hashing this out here a few minutes ago, and I said, "Man, I don't want to do that." So then here comes the Godfather, and with this whole list of rules, that he's now like the dating coach, and he's got this system and these rules, and I'm sure your wife either knows the rules or she's heard of these rules, or maybe they worked on her. Maybe that's how you started this whole thing. I don't know, but it was a little bit like John's got a system.
My good friend.
You got a system.
My good friend down the Apple 9, the gentleman who we were helping out last week, he asked me what I thought of a long time ago, what I thought of online dating. I think I said, "It's great, buddy. Where are you going to be in the golf business as a young man?" Now there are many young ladies rolling around the place.
Yeah.
So he goes, "Well, why do you know so much about it?" I said, "Well, me and 2 other golf professionals about 10 years ago did the same thing. We went online and, I met my wife." He's like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "I'm dead serious." So he wanted to be coached on it. So I said, "Well, let's see how you're doing." So he brought up the screenshot of what he wrote to one of the ladies. And I said no.
Just a no.
No. And he goes, what? I go, you need to stand out, young man. I go, you're not standing out with, hey, how was your day? And he's like, you're right, what should I do? I go, well, there's a series of 3 things you need to do, and every woman you write to will write back. And then it's up to you, and let me set these pins up for you, you knock them down. So he goes, what do you got to do? I go, it's 3 things. You got to talk about her, talk about you, ask her about her. Very
3
simple.
rules.
3 rules. Very simple. So find something in her profile that you have in common with her, or you think is very interesting. Boom. Follow it up with something about you that you can correlate. Like, oh, I see that you teach at XYZ school. I also teach. I teach golf for a living. Where do you teach? The 3rd part is ask a question.
Ask a question.
You
so
can't.
They got to come back.
They got to come back and answer.
It's genius.
So he goes, this really works? I go, it's going to work amazingly. So we went, I think it might have been Columbus Day. I think it was because I think there's a reason I know it's Columbus Day. We're in the office. He types it in. And we type to a second one. 5 minutes later, he gets a reply. His first reply ever. He goes, oh my God, it worked already. I'm like, I know it worked. So he was, he's like, I need to do a deep dive into their profiles. I go, yeah, you got to read about it. They didn't put all that stuff up there for fun.
Right.
They put it up there because they want people to learn about them, and you have put a profile, engage. The guy's on fire now.
I think what's interesting about this show is it always never quite goes the way I think it's going to go, and it got suddenly very specific here, and I thought we were going to kind of speak in generalities, and here I am uncomfortable again. So,
well, people
but
don't
what
like that. People don't want general.
What I like, I'm just going to throw this out there for anybody. I mean, I'm certain I'd love to be able to ask a question. I'm very happily married over here. I don't need the advice. I don't need the help. Performed a little bit better in the bar scene myself than on the online scene, but everybody's got their style. But if anybody's looking for any advice and you want to type in, ask a question, doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. I don't know where our demographic is here, but I mean, you've got the Godfather here. This is proven. It's working.
It's worked and it's working.
It stands the test of time. When you've been married, about 9-10 years now.
2011.
Yeah,
so we're going. Yeah, it's a long time.
That's a long time. Well, I got a year on you. I was 2010.
Look
so,
at you.
But if you whatever you got, if you got a question, you ask it. We're happy. We're here for you, basically. And the Godfather knows his.
If we don't have the answers,
got us.
We'll get the answer. We're gonna get it.
This is good. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this.
I like those socks today, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to step up my game, but I can't step up to that. That is, what are they, bees? Bumblebees?
These are my Be Happy socks.
Be happy.
And I wore these today because I was going to need a little healthy and happy after that game last night.
Yeah.
These were actually, we got somebody here on property that, very thoughtful person. She gives everybody gifts all the time. And she knows I like socks. So these came for Tracy. Tracy's probably watching right now.
Tracy, be happy.
I hope your foot is healing up after your little surgery there. So hopefully you're watching. And I can tell you that they're still making pies over there, so that's going very well. So you're in good hand. They tell you the bakery's still churning them out.
You gotta go get
that time of season, yeah. You gotta go get your pie. If I gotta put in the order for Thanksgiving, you always gotta bring one home.
You bringing one? I gotta get 2 this year.
I do. They're so. I mean, you're Italian. You know how this goes. I mean, I go to my in-laws' house, and there's appetizers, and you think that's the meal, and then there's the meal, and then now you don't know where you're going to put anything else, and then there's the desserts.
Yeah.
And there's never one dessert. There's always 12.
It's a great day.
Really good day.
Yeah, very good.
Really good day.
I asked my mom what kind of pie she wants, my dad what kind of pie he wants.
What do they go with?
My dad's very classic. He likes apple pie. They do pretty good apple pie here at Lyman Orchards.
Decent, yeah.
My mom liked the bumbleberry last year. So I'm going to bring bumbleberry as well.
Bumbleberry's my favorite. That's all of them. You put the cherries, you got the blueberries, the apples.
And then, of course, dozen donuts.
Of course. Do you get we've talked about this, you get the assorted, or do you
I go 6 and 6. I go six
sprinkled, glazed, and
6 cinnamon sugar.
Cinnamon sugar? That's good. Oh, that's good.
Just to keep it real.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this a little bit last week. We're going to do pay the temperature.
Oh, you are going to do that?
Executing it. I submitted the email blast for request today, so you're going to get an email. As of today, when I submitted the work, the forecast was 35 on Saturday and 42 on Sunday.
Today would be $29.
$29 today. Yeah, no, it's kind of you can deduct the wind chill; it'll be free. So $35 on Saturday, $18 with a card, Jones or player, and $42 on Sunday, $18 with a card, Jones or player. Coming out, give it a try.
It's supposed to be sunny, so 42 and sunny.
42 and sunny's okay.
And hopefully no wind. It'll be. You might start sweating out there. Too hot.
I think the Niners are playing at 4 o'clock, so you still have plenty of time to get your round of golf in and get home for the Niner game, which should be good.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's gonna get home for that game.
I think they play the Cardinals again, so should be good.
Again?
Yeah, 2. Yeah. Cardinals, Seahawks, Cardinals. What's that for a schedule?
That's a lot of in league games, not league, division. In division. Yeah.
But that's okay.
I was looking for 2 more people for my winter golf trip. I don't know if you know that. I put out
saw
on
the
social media.
mugshots.
The mugshots.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it as a mugshot. I was thinking of more like the Brady Bunch thing, but I didn't want to put my picture in the center. That would be a little egotistical, but it is my trip.
The shoe fits,
Yeah. Well, I was going to call it the Dipper Bunch, but no. And I think we'll have to see how many people want to come. I might have to expand it again.
You might have to. Might get another house.
We're up to 14. I might go to 16. Might even go to 18.
There you go.
We got a lot of people all of a sudden very interested in going to Orlando in Florida in January. Why would you want to go there? So
I mean, you just go play some golf.
I know, just get out of Connecticut, get the cold, give you something to look forward to after the holidays. How are the trip plans for our special trip?
Last week you said, "Hey, what do you think about going to Pebble?" So we booked it.
Yes, we did.
Let's go.
Let's go to Pebble Beach.
That's all you gotta do is ask. Let's book it.
Let's go play Pebble Beach for a couple of days.
Yeah, why not?
Pebble Beach. What's the other course? Spyglass?
Yeah.
Why not? It's only money.
I mean, yeah. What are you gonna do?
We're gonna go.
I think we're gonna go.
I think we got it.
There may be some pictures taken.
I'm gonna find out. Maybe we can do a live video from number 7.
I think we should. From what I understand, I've heard stories that it's like 6-hour round of golf anyway, because everybody's taking pictures.
Yes.
So what the heck? When there's a 3 group backup, you sit down, you do we always worry about the wind. It might be a little windy, but what are you gonna do?
If I'm not mistaken, I think we're playing Pebble on Tuesday, so that would work out very well.
It would be.
We don't have to have a special show. It's just the show.
The show.
From Pebble Beach, number 7. Who do we
I
got?
think we gotta book tee times for that. I think that's the last piece.
We haven't booked the tee times yet?
I don't know.
I gotta find out.
I'm not sure if I'm in charge of that or not. I don't think so.
It's nice to not be in charge of a trip. I got this whole trip going. I got this big trip, and then we got a little family showdown where my brother and his wife are gonna bring the kids, and me and my wife and my kids are going.
Yep.
And I feel like I'm organizing that a little bit. I'm trying to get my brother.
That's kind of your thing, though.
I know, but it's nice to be the follower.
Yeah.
That's why it's nice to see someone else take the lead on this Pebble Beach trip. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, a lot of videos, a lot of pictures.
I said to Darren, I said, I don't really have a bucket list of golf courses. And he goes, make a list, put Pebble Beach on it, and then check it off, and now you're done. And I said, okay, that sounds good. I like that.
I know. Well, if it was, that would be on mine.
I don't think you can really put Augusta on your list.
Oh, I think so.
Put it on your list.
That's just very. You can show up with $600 and go play Pebble Beach. You can't just show up with $600 and go play.
Yeah, no, you really can't do that.
No,
you really can't.
But do you think you'll wear that shirt to Pebble Beach?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I mean, it would be kind of fitting, wouldn't it?
It's very, very fitting for you. That's your style.
It's
we don't have to wear lineman stuff. We're probably wearing jackets anyway.
It's a good shirt.
That shirt? Great shirt.
Again.
It's got a lot going on.
What I do is
I wonder how it looks on camera.
I take and whenever my wife is still asleep, that's when I get a little more creative with my wardrobe. And she was still asleep this morning.
So you snuck it into the car?
Snuck it in, yeah.
Got dressed in the car on the way to work.
What are you going to do?
That's it. Well, I mean, I like it. I like that collar especially.
Yeah, it's bright yellow, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it stands out. Looks good under a jacket because you got a nice little accent piece there.
Yep. Oh,
Go
that's
great
the
with
part.
that vest, I think.
Yeah, I think that with the minty green vest, it would go well.
Where do you get a vest like that?
I don't reveal my
They
secrets.
still, they still sell those things? I didn't know people still wore vests.
Goodwill.
I mean, that I believe.
Yeah, Goodwill.
That I believe.
Rocking back into the 70s or something with this. I don't care. I like
You know, it's
minty
hard to
green.
get criticized with my fashion when, you know, you're with the vest going on.
No, I'm a vest guy. I'm a double V guy. Vest and visor. Vest and visor. That's
Born
my
in the wrong
style.
generation, my friend.
I know. Throwback. big visors too.
Yeah,
It's
the
gotta
big tall. Yep. Mm-hmm.
be not the one that looks like you're wearing an umbrella on your head, but the
I mean,
tour visor, the
Whatever's
Bubba
the
Watson
next step
style.
down, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like that big visor.
The guy says, "Here's a hat for you, John." John goes, "Well, I don't wear hats. Thank you very much." Here you go.
I know, I felt bad during that.
You know.
Like, well, yeah, it's like.
I mean, he kind of knew that was coming because he kind of knows you a little bit. So
Well,
it's kinda, you know,
one of our vendors, nice guy, gave me a hat, and I did take it, and I went to try to put it on. It didn't even get below my ears.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it.
well,
It says BJ Professional on it. I just can't hand that out to anybody.
I mean, you could.
I could probably just give it back, but
Well,
it's a nice hat.
hang it up in the wall or something like that.
Yeah, I could. Maybe put it on a mannequin.
I've got a member. Thinking about, I don't think he'll watch the show. I've got a member who would glue that. He would cut the logo out and glue that thing to a belt. He could glue it to a shirt.
Oh yeah.
He would patch that thing on anything you want. He made himself a sweet Under Armour belt. It was sweet.
Well, you cut the square off of a
I don't know
shoebox or something?
I don't know where he got the logo from, but he taped that thing right on there.
Nothing with a little tape can't do.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, I'm not gonna do that.
Yep.
I'm not gonna do that. But that's a good thought. You
Yeah.
never know.
Why not?
Anything else going on with you the rest of the week here?
No, we don't got much going on. We got the pay the temperature. 2 weeks from now, we got to go celebrate The Godfather
Yep.
at the Hall of Fame dinner for winning the Youth Player Development Award, which is pretty exciting.
That'll be fun.
Very excited for that.
It's like a
gonna
staff
be
outing away from the property.
myself. My wife, no kids. This is gonna be a pretty good.
Yeah.
Day. Yeah.
You guys gonna stay at the?
We haven't decided yet.
Yeah, we did.
I kind of have to figure out. I kind of got to figure out how well behaved the girls are going to be, to know how much I want to put my in-laws through. Basically, is what I'm at. You know.
Well, when's the last time you had
I
a
like
night
it being a
away?
little rough.
When's the last time you had a night away?
Might have been 2010, the day we got married.
Yes.
My wife works a lot.
Well, this could be a tremendous excuse
Yeah.
to do this, and you give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, you get in the car and you drive back to Danbury.
This is true. I mean, either way, you're getting home super late. I mean, you're not really helping.
Yeah,
out
you
that
might as well
much,
just
right?
sleep at the
Just
casino.
stay at the casino.
Your little wife like to play the tables?
Drop a few $100. Well, I've been known to throw the dice every now and then.
Oh,
you know,
really?
a little
Craps man.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I should introduce you. I got a couple good
I
friends.
bet you do. I bet you do.
I get lost playing craps. I've never really played it, but I went to Vegas with my buddy Ken,
Of course.
my wife,
Yep.
and Ken's buddy.
Yep.
We didn't go together, but we ended up being at the same craps table. My wife, 2 minutes in, goes, "I'm going back to the hotel."
Yep.
Walk her back. I come back to the craps table, and watching Ken gamble was like, it was like a different human
Oh
being.
yeah.
He was
Give
amazing.
me to here.
People literally were cheering for him. There's this one guy with a stack of blacks on the
Yeah.
other side of the table.
Yeah.
He just kept pointing at Ken. "You're the man. You're the man."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What's going on?" He's
Yeah.
like, "I'm on fire."
Yeah.
And
Bet
it was
here.
amazing.
Yeah. No,
But
I
that's
just do.
not-
I keep it very simple. I have a couple of very steady bets that I do. I don't like playing blackjack.
Oh, that's what I play.
I don't know all the rules, and I know that if I make the wrong thing, I'm gonna upset the guy next to me, and that's too much pressure for me. I don't do that. And then the slots just seem silly to me. I don't do slots.
I like
My
blackjack.
wife's not a big gambler, so it's pretty much just me feeling bad about myself because I'm out gambling, trying to have fun. But she lets me. I don't care that I do it. I don't. It's not like I'm taking out. It's not like I'm going to the ATM 4 times. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I get my.
Cash advance
I
and
have
credit card.
I have a very specific style. If I start with $100, if I go to 110, I put $10 in my pocket, and then if I go, you know, so I just keep putting money in my pocket and keep my 100 right in front of me, and so I'm never gonna win I'm never gonna win 1,000. I'm never gonna win 10,000, but I'm not gonna lose 200.
Well, I had this. Remember, you said you get scared.
Yeah.
That you might make the wrong move.
Yeah.
Well, I do something similar to you. I put down, I think it was $200 last time we went. We were there with a couple PGA golf professionals.
There you go.
And they weren't doing so good, and I was quietly doing very well, and I got up 200. As soon as I double my money or lose my money, I'm done. So I ended up getting, I doubled down. I ended up having like 410 in front of me or whatever it was, and I said, pushed my chips up, and I said, I'd like to chip out. And people were like, what are you doing? I'm like, chipping out. That's it. It's all done. I got my money. And the two pros we're playing with were like, oh man, you just left the table. It was starting to get hot. So I got up, and another person tried to sit down in my spot. And everyone at the table was yelling at that person.
Yeah.
You can't sit down there. You can't sit down there. You can't sit down there, because it was chaos for a second there. But I got yelled at for leaving the table too early. I don't like that. That makes me very uncomfortable.
No, I can't do that. So, but I like to go. I like to play. I'm a good people watcher. I love watching casino. There's no better place to watch people than at the casino.
Casino's great.
And my wife and I can sit and do that for hours. Yeah.
Oh, people are going
very
crazy.
Judgmental people. My wife and I.
Yeah, sit at that little bar, have a cocktail, and just say, "Look at that person."
Yep.
They are a train wreck. I've never seen someone smoke
that many cigarettes
that
home
fast.
with that guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, I mean, well, that's what we do.
Yeah.
We were made for each other. You know, what can I say?
That's it. You guys met at a bar.
Well, we didn't meet it. That was before I met my wife. But,
Oh, are you talking about your success stories before?
Eventually, yeah.
Well, I'm pretty good. I don't have anything else to say. You got any other good any topics here?
We're gonna save something for next week.
Putt for Pink, $3,000 check. We forgot to talk about that.
We did forget to talk about that. That's our check we donated. Yeah,
$3,000. No, $3,000.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
4-year total. $11,000.
What did we end up donating for the showdown? What was the total?
That's a good idea. Good question. I think it was like
1,500.
Yeah, it was like 1,500.
Hopefully
I
that'll
wonder
go
if
next year.
I wonder if I sent that check yet.
I'm sure that we could. Some people watching will be able to tell us.
Tim, let me know. Did we send that? I think we did. Did we get an email from Tim saying thank you?
I don't think so.
For Sally?
Maybe he sent it to you.
Maybe. Well, Tim,
the check is.
If you don't have it, it's coming.
The check is in the mail. It's in the mail.
Oh, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Share the video. Come out, play some golf, and remember, if you have any questions for the Godfather,
I got your
ask
answers.
away.